attribute or to add constraint in attribute. Okay, that is the thing. So in all such cases, what can we do? We need to change or alter the structure of the table by using the alter statement. Okay, at the beginning I should tell you that alter command is actually a DDL command. Okay, so that is called data definition language command. Okay, so there are two types of commands mostly we will use. One is the DML, another is the DDL. DML is data manipulation language. If anything you want to change in your table, any relationship if you want to change, you will use the DML command. Even select is also a DML command. Okay, clear? That is called data manipulation language, and these are all data definition language. So if we feel that there is a need to change the structure of the table, so we have to use the alter command. Fine, because that is the thing. So here it has been given the syntax: alter table name, then add, modify, and then drop attribute, and then attribute 1, attribute 2, and so on. Okay, that is the thing. So three ways you can do. One is add, another is modify, another is drop. Okay, drop means to remove. Fine, that is the thing. So now here what could you do is that how to add primary key to a relation. Okay, so that has been given out here. Okay, let us now see here. Already an activity has been shown by using the guardian relation. Okay, so here what has been given? Alter table guardian at primary key GUID. Very simple. Okay, so only the thing is that here we are not using the guardian, and then we are using what? We are using some other table name. Okay, you will see I have posted already in the Google Classroom that the practical activity, how the primary key to be added. Okay, that is the thing. So now here, so similar concept has been used. Okay, also for the second table, alter table attendance at primary key, attendance date, comma, roll number. This is a composite primary key. Fine. Okay, so that is the thing. So now let us go over there, and just I am adding this one. Okay, let's see, 1 minute. Okay, so the thing is that we are just going to that and then accessing this one. Say 1 2 3 4 is the password, as I have told you, and I am going once again one of the database that we have already selected, we have already taken. So what is the command? Show databases. Fine, this is the first command we use normally. Okay, if you can remember, fine, but here I am not sure that which database should I work with, so I'll just select it from my this thing. Okay, so just I am taking here select. Okay, select. Okay, db select school I am taking. Okay, not select, I think I will use. Okay, use command to be used, use school. Okay, fine, use school, then put a semicolon out here. Okay, so that is the thing, use school. You can show the tables also from here, that is the thing. Okay, tables. Okay, fine, show tables you can use. Okay, so it is showing you attendance, guardian, and student. Okay, so here also the guardian tables are there. So what I am doing, first of all, I am just removing the what you call removing the primary key from here. Okay, primary key from the guardian table. So alter table, or should I use any other table? Alter table table name. What is the name? Guardian. Okay, guardian. Okay, guardian, then drop. Okay, drop, and then say primary key what GUID. Okay, so this will give an error because this has been referred to as a foreign key maybe. Okay, so that error has come because this has already been defined as the foreign key, so you cannot change it out here. So I should go for some any other table. Okay, so let us see any other database. Use TIGPS, not TIGPS, no, DB3 I can take, DB3. Okay, so show tables I can do. Show tables here will show you S1 table has been added. Okay, so description S1 I can do. Okay, so here you can see the description, it is already the ID is having the primary key. Now what I will do, I will add a primary key out here. Okay, sorry, drop the primary key first of all. So alter table, what is the thing? Alter table table name S1, drop primary key. Okay, drop primary key. Fine. So then what will happen? This command will remove the primary key. So once it has been removed, how will you understand it? That is also the question. So it has been removed. Okay, now see that how would you understand? You have to take the describe command. Take help of the describe command, description S1. So then it will show you the what is the thing. So it has been removed here, over here. Okay, that you can see. Now if you want to add it, okay, because once if you have added the primary key, again you cannot add it. So once the table has been created, I am not going to the creation of the table. What I am doing, I am dropping the key, and again I am adding it. Okay, so what I will do, ID as the primary key. So what I will do, alter table S1. Okay, add primary key, you follow it carefully, add primary key, then within bracket what I am putting, ID out here. Okay, what I am putting ID. So then what will happen, alter table S1 add primary key ID means what, primary key has been added to the ID field in S1 or ID attribute in field S1. Okay, in relation S1. Okay, so this has been added. Okay, so the error message will come over here, query okay, it has been added. Again by using describe command you can confirm it. Okay, it has been added. Fine. So in this way you can add the primary key, and I had shown you how to drop the primary key. Fine, that is the thing. So now I am creating here one more table. So you will understand how to add the foreign key. So here some more commands also can be seen with this one. The similar syntax has been used out here. What are the things here? So here what they have tried, here they have tried to create a composite primary key out here, composite primary key first of all. So let us see how to make the composite primary key. First of all, so I am creating a table. First of all, create table, and then say S2 I am create table S2, and then say I am keeping out here ID as primary key, ID integer. Okay, ID integer, and then primary key. I'm not keeping primary key out here right now, wait. Okay, ID integer. Okay, and then what I'm keeping out here, G for phone number, PHONE, phone number as char, and then 10. Okay, and then say closing, and then say what I'm doing out here, I am taking the ID integer I have taken. Okay, and then I am taking one more thing out here, that is what you call address I have already been taken, and then say I am taking house. Okay, house char. Okay, char I am taking out here 10. Okay, 10 house is there. Okay, that I am taking char. Fine. So now the thing is that create table S2 ID integer. Okay, and then what I am trying to do here, I am trying to create a composite primary key. Then what I have to do, I have to give here primary key, and then what I will do, I will use here the ID and name. Yes or no? Sorry, ID and phone. Okay, ID. Okay, comma phone. Okay, that is the thing, ID comma phone. Over. Now the thing is that I will close it right now. So what will happen here, the composite primary key ID and phone will be created. Okay, so query okay. Now you see the description of S2, you will see that composite primary key has been created because both are appearing over here pri. Now the thing is that when ID and phone you are using a primary key, in that case what will happen, only ID or only phone you cannot use as a primary key, you have to use it in composite manner. Both the things combined will in combination will form the primary key. Okay, so that is the thing out here. So these two are the primary key out here. Okay, so now if you want to add another constraint with phone, that is unique, that also house another field, another column out here. Okay, say for example you want to add out here a column called what you call other ID. Okay, suppose other you want to add. Okay, so now alter table. Okay, alter table S2. Okay, then what you will do, alter table S2. Okay, add. Okay, other. Okay, DHER other what char. It is of 12 character long, 12, and then say you can use unique out here. Okay, unique means this can be kept null but cannot be duplicated. Okay, so that is the difference between unique and primary. I had told you earlier, today also I am saying it. Okay, so alter table S2, add other. Okay, char 12 as unique. Fine, I am pressing enter. Okay, pressing enter, let's see, it is fine. Now you see the once more the description. Okay, S2. Okay, you see UNI will appear over here, that is means confirming that the other will have a constraint called unique. Okay, that is the thing. So in this way, by using the unique constraint, you can create an extra column. Okay, at any point of time, if you want to remove a column, okay, say I am adding one more column out here, alter table. Okay, what is the things, S2 add. Okay, add CT. okay, city varchar, okay, varchar say 12. Varchar means variable character length, not 12, I am taking 20, okay, and then so I am taking the not null attribute with this, okay. Not null means you cannot keep this field empty, okay, you have to give some value, that is the function of the not null command, okay, then press enter. Okay, so alter table S2 add city varchar 20 not null. It has also been created. You can see the description of this one. So it has been created. So here it is not appearing null. Okay, so it is, since it is not null. So once this thing has been created, you felt that this is no longer over there because I have already one called address in my original table. Okay, so I want to drop it. So what will happen? Alter table, table name S2. Okay, drop. Okay, what? Drop city. Okay, the column city will be dropped. Okay, that is the thing. So let us see now what is happening. Drop city means what? Drop column will be removed from the table. Since it is appearing over here, you can see. But the thing is that now with the application, but with the execution of this command, alter table S2 drop city means the city column has been removed from here. You can confirm it once again by using the description or the describe command. Out here you see the city is no longer over here. So in this way you can use the drop also with the primary key, as well as any column you feel that it is redundant or you do not want to use. Okay, after adding also you may remove it. Okay, that is the thing. So alter table S2 drop city means the city column have been removed and the final structure of the table S2 description S2 has been shown out here. So what you have seen how to add the composite primary key, okay, out here. Okay, so here you see the thing is that not this one here, primary key and ID out here, a primary key ID phone both are there over here. Okay, that is the thing. So if you want to drop from over here, you can drop it also if you want. Okay, that is the thing. Clear? So this can be added also by using the primary key, by using the alter command also, the composite primary key if you want to see. Okay, so what I am doing, S2 is appearing with this thing. Okay, you see out here primary key, fine. So now I felt that, okay, I want to remove this. What I will do, alter table S2, okay, drop, okay, primary key. Okay, it proves that now you see that what will happen in both the places this primary will be removed. That proves that both are the primary key have been formed in a composite manner. If they are single, then from one place it would have been removed only. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so it has been removed. Okay, now you see the confirming by description S2, so it is no longer over there in both places. When we have added in both places, the primary PRI has been added under the key column, but here now it is no longer there. Now see, if you want to add it, if you want to alter it, if you want to change add the composite primary key by using the alter command, alter table, okay, S2 add, okay, primary key, what? Primary key, then you in the bracket you give ID, comma phone. Okay, then what will happen? You see out here, this is entirely and exclusively a practical piece actually. You know that we are executing the practical, at the same time we are confirming our theory knowledge also. We are actually enriching our theory knowledge by this practical concept. Okay, that is the thing. Clear? So the thing is, it has been added. How will you understand? Describe S2. So it has been shown once again, the primary key has been added. Okay, students. So how far do you understand, Adrija, Ronit? Okay, what do you say? Okay, up to here, do you understand? Please tell me if any clarification you require onto this. Hello students, can you hear me? All right. Yeah. Fine. Okay. So this much I have added. I have done today. Okay. Now I am going further. Okay. So in the textual concept, let's see now what else is there. Okay, with the alter command. So alter command, we have seen that alter how to drop and this thing at primary key in relation. This one we had done just now. Okay. So now the thing is that we have to add a foreign key to a relation. Okay, we have to add a foreign key. So what does it say? Alter table name, add foreign key, attribute references, reference table name and the attribute name. Now if you want to add a foreign key, okay, so which one you want to add the foreign key out here? Okay, so think that, so I'm just going with the description S1. Okay, fine, description S1. All right, so what is there? Primary key is already there. Okay, so that is the thing. And then here the address is also there, here is the Aadhaar is also there. Okay, so that is the thing. So now ID is also there as a primary key. Okay, so that is the thing. So now here ID and name, ID and phone is a composite primary key, and this with ID this ID I have to refer. Okay, I have to refer as the foreign key over there. Okay, into the table S1. So what is the thing? Alter table. Okay, what? S2. Sorry, S2. Alter table S2. Then what I will do? I will add the foreign key over here. Okay, so what will happen? No unauthorized entry can be done in table S2. Alter table S2, add, okay, FOREIGN, foreign key. Foreign key, what? ID I will add as foreign key. Fine, sorry, ID I will add as foreign key. Okay, and it references where? References in S2, alter table S2, add foreign key ID references in S1, which key? Again the ID. Okay, so that is the thing. So this is the foreign key addition, means like to modify the table with the foreign key addition, addition of foreign key. Okay, let's see now. Here it is giving an error, because why? You know, because why the thing it has been like that? Because here the ID in table ID, in table S2, ID and phone has been appeared as composite primary key. Okay, now the thing is that I am just removing the composite primary key once again, then I am trying to add the what you call foreign key. Okay, so alter table S2, okay, and drop primary key. Okay, drop primary key. All right, so now what is happening? It has been dropped out here. Okay, so description you just to S2, then it has been dropped out here. So now I am adding only the ID as the I want to add the ID only as the primary key, foreign key. So now what is the thing? Alter table I will go with this, add foreign key ID references S1 ID. Okay, so this ID will become the foreign key right now. Okay, over here. Okay, and which it will refer? It will refer the primary key field in description in table S1 or in relation S1. All right. So now press enter. So why is the wrong over here? Okay, and foreign spelling is wrong. Okay, FOREIGN, composite primary key. Once again, you cannot do it in that way. Foreign key references S1 ID. All right, press enter. Okay, so now you see that it has been added. How will you confirm it? Just give description S2, MUL will appear. Yes, it has been appeared. That means what? In ID has become the foreign key right now, because it's showing this particular key constraint over here, MUL, because foreign key is a non-key attribute, students. Foreign key is a non-key attribute. Okay, so that is why what is happening, any non-key attribute can be the foreign key. Okay, and it will have the proper reference into the referral table. Referral table is which one in this case? In this case, my referral table is S1. Okay, so in S1 it is actually appearing as primary key. So then what is happening? This ID is actually referring over here nicely. Okay, that is the thing. So now the thing is that once again I would like to say you that, okay, so any kind of insertion is not possible in here unless you are inserting it over here. I want to see insert into table name, what is the table name? S2. Okay, then values, and then say I am giving out here the ID is integer 111 comma, say phone number is, okay, say this is a care only 900876531. Okay, and then say what else we are having? We are having house is having this blue house, it is blue house, and then what else we are having? Other, okay, 3333 4444 5555 was over 12 characters only, and then say enter. Okay, press enter. See, it is not taking, cannot add or update a child row in a foreign key constraint. It has been given in this way. Then what we have to do? We have to first enter it over here. Okay, then only it will be possible. So here it will be like this. So what changes do you require out here? First of all, you need to change out here S1. Okay, out here like this. Here it is S1. Okay, then ID 11. Then you have to give the name. Say the name you have given out here, Ajay. Okay, Ajay, and then say his date of birth is, say 2009-09-11. Okay, 11 September 2009, and his address is, say say Chennai, okay, Chennai, Chennai, fine. So now you see that when I had tried to insert it into the child table, it is not possible. But when I am trying to do that over here in the master table, that is my referral table, reference table, that has been inserted, fine. It has been inserted. You just do select star from S1, it will be seen. Okay, now you see, it has been seen out here, okay. So 111 has been added. Okay, now you see out here, okay, I will try to add it into S2, this particular thing. So now you press enter, it has been added. Okay, so that is actually the foreign key. You cannot insert it in the child table or update it in the child table unless you are referring it into the reference table. That is actually very, very important. Okay, so now it has been inserted. Just you do the select star from S2, it will be shown. Okay, just a minute. Select star from S2, okay, S2, okay, S2, enter, okay, so it has been, okay. So now another thing is there in the foreign key is what, okay, since this record 111 is actually being referred into the child table, now I am trying to remove it from the table S1, okay, which is actually the reference table, fine, reference table. Now you see, delete, sorry, spelling is wrong, delete from, okay, which one, S1, okay, where ID equals to 111. Okay, see, it is not allowing me. Instead, if I want to remove some other one, okay, hello, if I am trying to delete some other one, okay, it has been removed. But the thing is that which has been referred to the child table, that has not been removed. So this is called actually the referential integrity. So in this way, foreign key actually providing security towards the database creation and the table creation and all by maintaining the referential integrity. So no accidental insertion will be possible, nor you can delete anything accidentally. Okay, so the referred record always will remain safe, okay, by the introducing the foreign key, students. Okay, so this particular practical is quite important for you and you please do it, okay, implement it. So that's why I have repeated this class, okay, so in order to understand the situation, what is actually happening in the foreign key. Okay, all right, students, I hope you will try it out once more. Okay, thank you, students, thank you very much. Okay, join regularly, and tomorrow the practical classes and all will be taken. There also you will join. Okay, that is the thing. Thank you.